Here in Santa Clara, California. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right.
Cougar 19. Cup 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Niners at 3-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Okay, ready? Buffalo 18.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. In motion, the tight end. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he will find his man, Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. looking to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Harrison. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. Punch your needle. Watch out, sticky fury.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by McMath. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
19 right. 18 Randall. 18 Randall. Warriors 17.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On 2nd down now, Pryor, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Opposite, 3. Check right.
They'll run on first down. Pryor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. He'll buy some time right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
On third down, Pryor. And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the 2nd field goal ever made from 66 yards as he ties Justin Tucker's NFL record.
And everything had to go right for that field goal to be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Check smash. 60 Maverick.
Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rashaan Evans.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. look to throw here. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Falcons 13, 49ers 7.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw now on first down. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready. Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
He'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Let's go, 80. Trap 50. Trap 50. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ready, set.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25.
On the set.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Shot. 17. Yellow, line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Right, 97.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
19 right. Hey, Cash.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
38.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball. And
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. And 6 at the 23-yard line.
Warriors 70. Riggs.
2nd and 6. His throw incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Mustang 19! Ready?
Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll set up to throw. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go, set!
He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Open man is McMath. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st down.
Pryor, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9 now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll run on first down. Pryor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Pryor, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession as the 42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, Rig alert! Rig alert! Trap 60! Trap 60!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has
Ready!
13 yards remaining on second down.
70 Timberwolves! Go street! Broncos! Cup 19! Cup 19!
He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Let's go!
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Back to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Niners are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Buffalo 18!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Cowboy 80! Ready?
Looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Panther 11! Panther 11!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught.
And the Niners are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
In motion left goes a tight end. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
38. 10 seconds.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Pryor. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Opposite. 3.
On first down, Pryor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Pryor.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So time runs